Hello, my love. Look, I have nothing right now. I have nothing left in me to give to anyone. I'm so spent. I feel like shit. I'm starving right now and I don't know what to get. I was gonna put in an order. I was hoping you were sleeping. Oh, no, you're good, love. You're good. I gotta work tonight. Although I don't have the boys any this week, so I do get to sleep all day the next few days, but I need to do like laundry and stuff. Oh, it is. I just left home. I don't know. We've got more storms tonight. Today, I guess, going on. Although my youngest, hello, Angel. My youngest just left to run over to his brother's house. He's taken the washer, dryer, dresser, and puppy. And I almost sent them the wrong puppy. Hello, honey. How are you? How are we all today? Hello, hello. I didn't want to leave my house, I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't leave my house for the next month, I would be extremely happy. Honestly. Probably not. But you're good, babe. I know the busy part. Oh my God. That drive home sucked. It sucked really bad. And the last few hours sucked too. I'm just saying, I'll do anything for my kids, but none of them better ever move halfway across the country again. Uh-oh, hold on. Unavailable, will be driving. Oh. I'm out tiring. Oh wait, don't even, girl. That drive would have made you, yeah. It's, I don't even know for sure how many miles we did exactly. It was about close, between 1,200 and 1,300. I'm telling you. All right, who wants to hear something? Let's see if it'll play. I don't know which one to play. Is it longer than 15 seconds, Bob? No, that's it. Okay.
Tingle twaddle, Texas, laughing under Lone Star strings. Oh, love, when the moon's just right, all I want to do is hold you tight.
You're going to hold me tight? That's got me excited. Practicing for... No, yeah, that was a trial run, and fuck it. I'm flying, and I'll ship everything else up there. Me and the dog will fly. I will never drive like that again. Never. That was... But you know, hey, Squatch, I'll do more for my kids than I will for anyone else. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, but look. I had to drive by myself in a U-Haul truck, pulling a car dolly loaded with a car over 1,200 miles. And that U-Haul truck did not have cruise control, by the way. And yes, it was my choice to have my dog with me. Otherwise, I'd have been completely by myself. He at least held my hand some. Yeah, I'll do jelly roll in just a minute, babe. Okay, Bob. But, and then on top of it, though, you know, I was up at 2:45 Saturday morning, and I had to be at the airport by 4:30 in the morning. And I traveled, oh my God, that way for half the morning. Cruise control was on the Wi-Fi, yep. When did your son start to feel better? When did my son start to feel better? Oh, from his throwing up? I don't even know. I was so over it already at that point. I was like, suck it up, dude. Let's go. I was so annoyed that he wouldn't have her drive for him while he was so tired and stuff. And I'm like, hey, y'all. That night he had to stop. I knew I had a few more hours in me. I was good to drive the rest of the way, but he couldn't make it. And he wouldn't make her drive. And then he was sick to his stomach Sunday morning. You know, it was just always something. So they're there. They're in their house. They're trying to clean it now. That whole house needs to be. It's in a really nice little neighborhood, but it's probably the oldest house in that neighborhood. When there's a lot of houses over there that look like they're probably less than 10 years old. And apparently the last people that rented were disgusting. And every inch of the inside of that house needs to be scrubbed down. Oh, fuck. I thought for a minute I didn't have my card. I drove from Florida to Washington State to pick up my oldest son. He was discharged from... Well, I should have called you to make this trip for me then. That's right, Bob. Not a chance. Nope. You ain't got to worry about me hooking up with a truck driver at this point. Hang on, y'all. Let's start with gas. Alright, so my son-in-law is off work for a couple weeks apparently. I don't even want to get started on that shit. So I won't have the babies. And I only have 3 days of work now this week. After today, it'll only be 2. So, yeah. I feel like the drive probably wouldn't have been so bad if maybe I had a partner to swap out with me and or at least cruise control on the fucking truck. And, you know, when you go to pick up the U-Haul for something like that, they know where you're taking it to because it was a one-way trip. They knew it was going from fucking Arizona to Arkansas. Did they try to do some finagling and moving around and make sure I got a newer truck or a more reliable? No, I guess they just wanted to get the shitty trucks of theirs out of their state. I don't know. But that truck had some transmission issues. The air conditioner worked really good. I'll give it that. Good air conditioner. The transmission was definitely fucked up. And then when I went to, because I didn't work yesterday. I don't work past Thursday. And I called in yesterday. I couldn't. Drove 20, oh my God. And like I said, I had them behind me. They're the ones that wanted to keep stopping. I wouldn't have stopped. I would have been here in probably half the time. But literally, they had to, I swear we stopped in one rest area in every county that we went through. I don't know. It was that bad. And like 90% of them were not me needing to stop. So, I just want to get out there and get it done. I'll sit here and almost pee my pants before I stop. Actually, I almost did the other night. The freaking roads were so bumpy and crazy, and I was already holding it, trying to get as far as I could, and I was finally like, I hit a few bumps, and I went, I'm pretty sure I just peed my pants from that bump. But like I said, I guess I can do the traveling, and if we just get on the road and go. They kept wanting to stop. But it was a GMC. Kiss my butt, Bob. It was a GMC. And I don't think I've ever drove a GMC until then. So, let's see. Sunday night on the way home, we ran into a little bit of rain. And I thought it was going to storm hard. I thought we were going to drive into some big storms. I think my gas just stopped. But the first little shower that I got, and turned the windshield wipers on that truck, and the windshield wipers wouldn't even wipe the water off. It just smeared it around with the bug guts and stuff. And so I was pissed off, freaking out that the windshield wipers were shit. Anyway, I stopped at Buc-ee's and got out a rag and glass cleaner. Hold on a minute. I guess it's completely full. The gas pump just stopped. Alright. We don't have straight roads. Did Christian tell you about the border crossing and driving back in a U-Haul truck? Oh, dear God. See? And that was the other thing. Evil Bish. We hit that checkpoint that I kept wondering about. We thought, I knew that there was a checkpoint going east, right? And I never, like all Saturday afternoon, we didn't come across it. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, when we finally went through the checkpoint, and it was just before Odessa, or about an hour before Odessa. And actually, it was like almost exactly between Odessa and El Paso, I guess. Somewhere around there. Where the checkpoint is. And we thought that the checkpoint would have been closer to El Paso. And I remembered, because I was like, I know there's an eastbound checkpoint because I remember when we were coming home the last time we hit it and it was nighttime. No, it wasn't nighttime, but we went through it and I was all nervous because I had brought some I went to the dispensary the last time and I had stuff in the bottom of my backpack. But that checkpoint ain't nowhere near the Mexican border. So, just so you know. I think we talked about this last time too, but I got to it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And the fellow was like, he walks up to me and says, I already told all of y'all this Sunday, now that I think about it. Shit. Y'all don't pay me no mind. My brain is literally still mush right now. Didn't I tell y'all about it Sunday? They didn't check everything. I wasn't there, but I've heard firsthand accounts of the tales. It wasn't bad. Here's the thing. So, I'll just repeat my story. Those of y'all that know me know that I absolutely back the blue. I am a law enforcement first responder supporter. I was raised by a police officer. I had married a police officer. I mean, I have best friends who are cops. Now, I know that there are, there's bad apples in every profession though. So, I just look at it that way. Anyway, so no. They didn't, and I really thought they would because, trafficking and stuff. And I'm about as white can be. So, which I'm sure, I guess, that they can force white girls into being mules and stuff. So anyway, we get up, I pull up there, and I'm first. The kids are behind me, and the guy walks out. And again, I'll be respectful, but over the past several years, I've really learned a lot more about my rights. Our constitutional rights when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I'm going to make sure that I'm one that's going to keep you honest when it comes to that. So the officer steps out and he says, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" I just kind of chuckled. I was like, "Yes, I am." Mind you, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm already exhausted. I've been traveling so at this point I had been awake for over 24 hours. Okay. He asked if I'm a U.S. citizen. I said, I am. And I thought it was funny because I'm like, look at my skin. I'm as white as a fucking white girl can be. So then he says, obviously I'm driving a U-Haul. It took me a second to compute why he said this. He says, "Where are you moving to?" And I was like, what the fuck makes him think I'm moving? And then it was like, duh, you idiot. So I went, I'm not moving. I just went and picked up my son and I'm moving him back home. I said, how did I say it now? I don't remember. I just went and picked up my son and I'm moving him back home. I guess I said from Arizona, and I'm moving him back home. He just got out of the Air Force. And he didn't ask me anything else. Hey, Mike. And he said, oh yeah, was he at Davis Monthan, which is the Air Force base he was at, which is the main one there in Arizona. And I just said, yes, sir, he is. He was like, okay, that's amazing. He said, he asked me where he's moving to or where home is. And I just looked at him. And that's where my last interaction with a police officer, I was chastised by another one saying, you don't tell them that kind of stuff. It's not their business. They don't need to know where you're coming from or where you're going. So I was like, okay. So when he said, where's home? I said, Arkansas, which I didn't lie because I just moved my son to Arkansas. I wasn't telling him where my home was. And that's all I told him. And he was like, okay. And then he said, you be safe and have a safe trip. And I told him, I said, that's my kids in the car behind me. He said, all right, I'll congratulate him and send him on his way. So I pulled forward and he took like 2 seconds with him. They rolled down their window and he said, congratulations on your successful exit from the Air Force. Y'all have a safe trip. And that was it. So it was easy peasy. We pulled right through there. And here this whole time I was like, I'm a white female by myself, this close to the Mexican border, driving a U-Haul truck, pulling a car that has no license plate on it with, a big quote unquote protection dog in the front seat with me. I just knew they were going to flag me over to the side and at least do a walk around. And maybe they didn't because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. And if it had been during the day, it could have been different. But I just get all nervous about stuff like that because I don't like interacting with people to begin with. Except y'all. Y'all are my people. I love y'all. I assume you dumped the meth, but absolutely not. I put it in some balloons and shoved it up my rectum. What else are you supposed to do when you're moving that shit around? Dumped it. Obviously, you've not learned anything from watching TV ever. There he is. I was just thinking how much I miss you making me laugh. Aww. See, we miss you too. So now you're a successful interstate drug milking. Don't tell anybody. You did proper. No, I watched something. I don't know what I watched. I watched something and learned that I got to carry balloons with me. Just for those kind of occasions. And I actually... I didn't think when we saw the signs for it coming up to it, it just said inspection station instead of weigh station. And it was saying trucks to the right, all trucks to the right or whatever. So I really thought it was like just a DOT stop. Because we had gone through another one that said something weird like that didn't say weigh station, but like inspection station or something. So I didn't realize until I was pulling right up to it. And I was actually on the phone with FBSI. That's what's funny. He can tell you. I was like, oh shit. Because I was on the phone with him and I started reading those signs. And I was going, all trucks to the right. This is weird the way they do their weigh stations down here or up here with DOT. And it's Texas, Texas state troopers and stuff, but it's just different on that side of the state. And I've never seen inspection station versus weigh station. So as we were pulling up, I was reading the signs. I was going, what does this even mean? Inspections. I guess they're doing DOT inspections at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's so fucking weird. And then I see the whole thing that I'm pulling up to with the lights and all. And I went, oh fuck, no. This is the checkpoint that I've been knowing was going to be coming. And I was like, I'm going to have to call you back. I didn't want to pull through there on the phone with somebody. She was talking about me. Bad. A while back, I got pulled over with my wife's white grandpa, who is a World War II veteran. And the cop was a big German guy and super prick. And grandpa popped off. I killed meaner Germans than you. Holy shit. That was a good cop. Oh, grandparents. It's like, you know how they say out of the mouths of babes when it comes to small children saying funny shit? Hey, old people are the same way. It's like, Grandpa said, I don't give a fuck. Been there, done that, have the t-shirt to show for it. So, Grandpa just says what the fuck ever he wants now, right? That is crazy. If I live to almost 100, I won't give it. Absolutely. I hope I don't, but absolutely. That's it right there. I'm pretty sure the cop knew, too. I killed meaner Germans. I'm going to have to remember that. Surely I could use that on somebody somewhere. I killed meaner Germans than you. That's great. Oh, wait. I'm German. Should I be scared of your grandpa? Okay, y'all want to hear? Let me see if there's any more in there. Let's see. They've been fucking around down there, so there might be some more. Okay, I need the whole song now. Oh wait, what's this one?
Then I popped in the $200,000 satin dancing eye, standing back the looking glass. There stood a one-eyed woman where two eyes had stood. He said, "Here's your one chance, Becky. Don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Becky. Don't let me down.
Oh my God, that's great.
You know I might have been born just plain white trash, but Becky was my name."
I think I'm gonna have to download that app. Do you pick like somebody's voice that you want to use on it, or does it have? That's a great song. I don't know who wrote that song, but that was amazing. I wish. Hold on. I would have known. I would have got them to deport you to Canada. Oh, we can still manage that. Let's work on that. We can still. Hey, I won't put up a fight as long as you're right there to pick me up. I mean, you know, if you're waiting on me, we can work on that. That was a great song. Pick the genre. So, like, you couldn't take, could you take a clip from, because, you know, Stinky Steve used to do that. Or, well, I guess one of his friends does. But you know how he took parts, just regular stuff that Kathy would say, and put it into his AI generator? And it would use her voice with whatever he typed in for her to say. So can you do that? Could we like get Lil Az, a clip of Lil Az rapping and put it in there and then be able to change it to Lil Az's voice singing whatever we want it? I'm gonna have to play with this. I think so. I just discovered it. Oh, sweet. Alright. Only messed with it a few times. A few minutes. Okay. Well, we'll play with it tonight. I'm going to have a lot of downtime. Well, kind of. So, I called into work yesterday, right? And the girl that picks up for me, my last job that I do, I'm the only one that has a key to it. So, nobody that works with me, nobody else has a key to it. And so if somebody has to work for me, you have to make sure they get there early enough while there's still a dispatcher there or whatever to let them in. Well, the dispatcher was off yesterday that usually stays late, and he said that one of the managers was going to be there, I'm talking about the trucking company, until like 8:40. And I guess by the time my fill-in got there, everybody was gone. She couldn't get in. She couldn't clean it last night. And Friday, when I went by there, I couldn't get all my work done Friday because there was no electricity due to the storms. So that one's probably going to be a lot of work for me tonight. I mean, come on. But we can make our own songs with it. Would you rather take Cody Allen's voice and make some songs with? I was just, using that as an example, though. I probably wouldn't do, I gotta think of something for dinner. I left home and didn't make dinner. Oh, I gotta find a refrigerator by the end of the week, too. See, here's where I got so much going on. I'll probably load puppies up Friday and take them into the city. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it Saturday because we have a birthday party Saturday. Baby boy, wait, what is Saturday? The 4th? April, May. Yeah, it's the 4th. Sunday is my dad's birthday. I think tomorrow is my stepmom's birthday. I don't know, I can't keep up with everybody's birthdays. But Saturday is baby's first birthday and his poppy's 50th birthday. Baby daddy, baby was born on baby daddy's birthday. Baby daddy turns 50. So, that's funny. We should put them together in a song together. So I have a birthday party Saturday. I don't know, I gotta look and see what time. Maybe if it's early enough, maybe I can get the puppies over to the city Saturday for a few hours. I don't know. The puppies are huge. I'm so ready for them to be gone. I'm fixing to probably go to some extremes and lower the price by $100 or something. I don't know why. Because I haven't been able to take them out much. So I've only had them in town twice. And I sold one puppy each time. Oh my God, let me tell y'all what I did. So they've all taken off their collars. I don't know which one is which anymore. I'm just guessing at this point. And the last time I took puppies into the city, the same thing. There were collars missing and that I had to put back on them and stuff. Well, I was over there and I was like, I thought I had 2 black and tan females left. But I had taken with me 1 black and tan female and 1 sable female. And the black and tan female that I had left home had a purple collar on. It wasn't the right puppy. Thankfully, she didn't sell because somebody really was wanting her. But when the collars got all mixed around, I forgot which puppy my son had picked. And I thought I put her collar back on her. I don't know how they got switched, but anyway. Yeah, and I just picked up one of the black and tan females to send to him. Because there was 2 black and tan females and there was 1 sable female. And I grabbed one of the black and tans and I cleaned her up and I put her collar on her. And I was sending her with my youngest son to his brother's house. And I thought, hold on just a minute. Let me make sure that there's not something obvious to which black and tan one it was. And so I went to my text messages with my son and found the picture of the puppy that I had sent him after I bathed them a few weeks ago. And yeah, he was supposed to get the sable one. And I was just fixing to send him a black and tan. And I almost sold the sable one. I was like, oh shit. So I just told him, I called him a minute ago to tell him that his brother was on the way. And I said, I gotta tell you, I almost sent you the wrong puppy. And your puppy almost got sold last weekend. He was laughing. So there's that. There's 1 more puppy gone. So I think I have 7 puppies left at home. Okay, let me go back. Sorry. Diana rap songs. Oh, that would be fun. Okay. Yeah, I know. I can't believe the baby's born. I would paint a toenail on each puppy. So I had like my very first litter. That was an idea that I was going to use was paint. I've never had any problems until this litter though, to tell you the truth. This is the first litter that has took all their collars off. None of them ever have, which part of it's my fault because where I put the gate, when I set the kennel back up, the gate is kind of where they can get their head underneath it. And it's between the cement and the gate. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's where I keep finding all their collars. So I think they're just putting their heads under the gate and their collars are popping off. But they were pulling off their Velcro collars when they were little bitty also. I've never had a litter pull off collars like these guys have. So at this point, I don't even care. I'm just gonna be like a male puppy to a male puppy sheet. Because I have all their worksheets done with the order that they were, like, I had them by color. I knew exactly what time each one was born and in what order. I have that all written down by the color of their collars, because as soon as she finished cleaning them off, I would take them and dry it off a little more and put that color collar on them. And exactly when they were born, I wrote down the time that it was born, a male or female, and what color collar I was going to give it. But you know, tattoo next. I know there's no next time. Once that she wanted to have another baby, and within 6 months both my boys blessed us with green babies. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So yeah, I was originally, when I first started breeding again, I was going to do, like, I was looking for some way to put a drop of paint on their fur or on their toenails, but I was also like, how the hell do I find dog safe nail polish in 12 different colors? You know, that was my next dilemma, was trying to figure out how I was going to find that many. And then once they get big enough that they start walking around out there and trying to dig underneath the gate and stuff, they would rub it off. Oh, it's just, I don't even care at this point. My son got the right puppy, so everybody else is just gonna pick it out and I'll say, oh yeah, that's this one. I'm probably not even putting collars back on them until I take them back to the city, honestly. I'll probably bathe them Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I have a lot to do around the house still. I gotta do some laundry. I gotta do floors. Look, I'll be able to get stuff done though the next couple weeks, but I don't have kids during the day. So I hope I have a nice couple of nice cool days that I can do some yard work. I have a lot to do out back. I need to go pick up a couple loads of dirt and start filling in some holes in my backyard. So, tattoo, and you can get a lifetime license in the form of a tattoo. What? Wow. They don't tattoo things really around here. I mean, I don't know. And I cryo brand. So my farm brand, when we brand our horses and cattle, is using liquid nitrogen. So it's not like the old style branding where it would literally just scar their hide, which it obviously can't be removed. But what happens when you cryo brand is it kills the oh my gosh, y'all know my brain isn't putting things together very good. Okay, so it kills the coloring in the hair follicle itself. So it doesn't like make them lose their hair where the brand is. It turns it to, makes it to where the hair that grows out is white, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't hurt them. They tattoo them when you get them fixed. I know that there are some places that, like, when they spay or neuter cats, I think they might do it with dogs too. They put like a colored line on the inside of one of their legs near their stomach, so that when you go look at their belly to see if there's a scar, you can see the little, well, for females, when they spay females. Well, obviously you don't need to tattoo a male to tell that they're neutered, because they take their balls. That's pretty obvious. But sometimes, you know, just like humans and scars, sometimes animals heal. Some animals heal a lot better than others, and you won't even be able to find their scar. And if they got a good vet also. But they don't really tattoo around here. And I wouldn't, I mean, if I did anything, I would want to do it like the, you know, something that is not as invasive as tattooing. I don't know how you would cryo brand up. I don't know. Look, y'all got my brain going all over the place. Hold on, let me try and reach all the suns in my eyes. Kills the pigment in the hair. Thank you. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm still trying to recover. I literally have, y'all, oh my God. And I thought I missed a meeting last night. I thought I had a storm meeting last night. It's next Monday. I got home from my son's yesterday, and baby daddy came when he got off work and sat up front with the baby, which the baby was ready for a nap at that point anyway. He hadn't slept much either. I got in bed at like 2:30 yesterday, maybe close to 3. Yesterday afternoon, I laid down. Y'all, I did not wake up until midnight. I got up at midnight and fixed me a little bit to eat. Talked to FBSI a little bit. I was up for about half an hour, I think. I don't know. He could probably tell us better. I think I was up for around half an hour. And went back to bed around midnight-ish, close to 1. And I got back up at 8:45 this morning to let all the dogs out. And then I went straight back to bed. And then I woke up around 1 something. I don't know what this person in front of me is doing. I woke up around 1. It was about 1. Because I called my grandson back. He had FaceTimed me, and that's how I found out. I was like, why aren't you at school? And found out my daughter had to drive to Shreveport last night to pick her husband up. It was all a big thing, but nice try. You will be getting a property of Bob branding when you get here. That's fine. I'll take it. Let's go get tattoos. But you gotta. If I get a Bob tattoo on me, you gotta get a Harley tattoo. We can get them both on our right butt cheeks. So when we turn around, okay, they'd have to be opposite butt cheeks. So we could, when we turn around and bump booties, our tattoos touch. But I called the grandson back when I got up at 1, and I ate the last 2 of my Jack in the Box tacos that I brought home, and I ate another gummy, and I was back asleep. Right about 2, I guess. I set my alarm for 4:30 though, so that I could get up and get ready and leave for work. And obviously, I didn't get up and get ready. I just laid there and whined because I didn't want to get up. So I got to decide if I'm going to let it be a late night or if I'm going to just do what I got to do and then get home and not fuck with stuff tonight. Ugh. Already got my property. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm behind. I need to make me an appointment for my tattoo then. Does it say property of Bob, or we need to figure out exactly what it needs to say property of. And can I just say, I got confirmation last week also, because there was some question as to whether it was happening or not, but the Jack in the Box that's being built near me is, there's actually a huge banner in front of the build site now. Like, there was another banner of another place at that build site before, because they have the address listed in the whatever. So I knew exactly where they were building the new Jack in the Box. And anyway, I got confirmation last week that they are still building Jack in the Box in that place very, very near me. I'm so excited because you know why? With my app, my rewards account through Jack in the Box, I can get 2 tacos for 99 cents a piece. So I can have tacos for dinner every freaking night and spend $2. Do y'all understand how happy that makes my heart? I will. Well, see, it's really close to me now, but it's still kind of out of the way. But I don't care. Come this fall, every night Harley's at work, her dinner. It'll be cheaper to do that anyway, wouldn't it? $2 for 4 tacos. That's all I need, because I can't eat but 3 at a time anyway. Well, it depends if I'm starving, I guess. I've never ate at Jack. Saw my first one in Hawaii. Oh, you need to. And honestly, I've told y'all before, I couldn't tell you really much about the other food. Oh, well, let's see. I like their curly fries are good. They're kind of like Arby's. They have really good curly fries. They have, I got their, a couple months ago when I was out of town and stayed in Dallas, I got this little meal deal thing or whatever that had the mini tacos and mozzarella sticks. So I had mozzarella sticks and those were okay. I mean, they were mozzarella sticks. Let me set my timer. Okay. 8:30 is when I'll be done here. I didn't bring Cairo with me tonight, y'all, either. Which, y'all know he goes everywhere with me, but I'm just so fucking tired. So tired. Even getting him in and out and making sure he has water and all that is a lot. So here we are. No Cairo. Back on my healthy eating kick. Oh, tacos are healthy. I took him to the tattoo shop. My wife just about had kittens until she rid of it. Aw, yeah, my son, as soon as he turned 18, he went and got some tattoos with his best friend. And I wasn't excited about it, but what I've told all my kids is please just make sure you get tattoos where they are easily concealed. So my oldest son, the one that just got married a couple weeks ago, he goes out and starts getting tattoos like right on his forearms. Just great big huge on the inside and the top of his forearms. And I'm like, you realize that if you ever were to get a corporate job, which he's not the corporate type, get a corporate type of job, but you never know what turns life is going to take. That's my biggest thing. You don't know what road you're going to be traveling down in the future. And you might have to get a corporate job one day that doesn't allow tattoos. So get tattoos. I don't care. I have lots of tattoos, but they are all in places that are easily covered up, even with a tank top. If I'm wearing a tank top and pants. Now, I do have tattoos on my ankles, but, you know, it's not as bad to wear pants versus in the summertime versus long sleeves in the summertimes. No tattoos of Bob's name. Not on my face. Fish tacos are amazing. You're right, Bob. You like my fish tacos, don't you? I make good fish tacos. But my other kids have gotten their tattoos in places that were easier to cover. That was my only thing was my oldest son with his forearms. But I'm like, you realize if you ever interview somewhere or do something where they have to be covered, you're going to have to wear long sleeves, right, dude? And y'all, we live in the South, remember? We don't wear long sleeves very often. Hell, we only get a couple of months out of the winter that it's actually warm enough to wear hoodies. But then again, I mean, well, at my age, I'm not going to be trying to get no jobs that it's going to matter anyway. I wouldn't mind a sleeve tattoo. I don't know of anything that I would want on my arms, though, honestly. But my next tattoo that I'm getting is going to be from my rib cage. I think it's on the left side. Hold on. No, my left side is, so I have a tattoo on my rib cage on my left side. So it has to be on my right side. I want it from my rib cage, like right boob level, all the way down my side, down my hip and my thigh, almost to my knee. I want something that big to cover around, not all the way around my leg, but I don't face tattoos or no. My daughter has a rare skin condition. Her legs have leopard spots, so that is amazing. That's amazing. And see, I like jungle themes anyway. Actually, my big tattoo that I've picked out is but I've got to get my ass in. No, it just ain't happening right now. So, anywho. Well, hell, I might be wrong. I think my middle son, the one that just moved home, I think his first tattoo was also on his forearm. And it's like music themed. It's got music notes and a saxophone. He plays the saxophone. Well, hell, he plays the saxophone and the piano or keyboard. So his was music themed. All right, guys. Look, I don't think I would ever get a tattoo just to fuck with somebody else. Tattoo on your... I mean, that's funny, but then again, it's like, who really is the one... Oh, I don't have anything that's like have flowers on one ankle and a Celtic cross on the other ankle, which both of those, so the Celtic cross I got with my sister and my best friend. They got the same cross in the same place. And my flowers, I got when I only had 2 kids and they were little, and so I got a flower for each of them on this little thing on my ankle. And then I have a butterfly that has a ribbon through it. I don't know, I'll have to show y'all a picture. It's in purple for Alzheimer's, so the butterfly is in memory of my nanny. And that's on my rib cage. And then I got a tramp stamp on my back. And I have another one somewhere that nobody can see unless I'm naked. My wife is mixed half Jew and half black. Oh. Well. Yeah, but people, I don't know. I don't know that I want to get into that. The Confederate flag is not a symbol of racism, and it is not a product of racism. I made my youngest son, who is 18 now, when he was 14 or 15. Since, we homeschool, and about 3 or 4 years ago, for his school, every year at the end of the year, I make him do a big report, and he has all year to research on it and stuff. And he's kind of at that age, and I don't know for sure how much he was learning about stuff like that. So one year he had to do a report on he had to pick an Indian tribe that is currently still active in Texas, Oklahoma, or Arkansas. I let him have the 3 states since we do a lot in all 3 states. And he had to do a report on whichever Indian tribe he picked. Like the whole history and everything, and he did really good. And then one year I did the Confederate flag. I wanted him to know the history behind it, the true history behind it. I found I found all the places where I wanted him to do his research, because I didn't want him to get something that was going to lead him askew. So but he had to do his report on how the Confederate flag came about, what it was used for, all the history behind it. Anyway, yeah, it's heritage. I guess I have different ways of looking at things. And mind you, I come from a very culturally diverse family, okay? And that's what... pride, and they are not Southern. They use it to support. It is sad, because that's not the history behind it. And that's what's so aggravating. And I wanted him to know this for sure. That's not what its history is. And it's not a bad symbol, but people make it a bad symbol. And that is so aggravating to me. I don't drive around with it on my vehicles or nothing. I don't have a Confederate flag. But, I think just people need to be better educated. That's all. I don't do this race card bullshit either, though. And I'm the furthest from any of that. I love all of my children-in-laws. So listen, my oldest son just married a girl that he's been with for, 5 years at least. They've been dating for a while. He just married her, and her mom is white, her daddy's black. And all of my grandchildren are of mixed. My 2 oldest grandchildren that belong to my goddaughter, she's white, their daddy is black. My 2 youngest grandchildren that belong to my birth daughter, my biological daughter, their daddy is half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. So we've got all colors of skin in my family, and I love them all. I wouldn't trade them for anything. But I just don't have room for the bullshit. I don't, look, none of my ancestors that are currently living, none of my ancestors that I ever knew in my whole life ever owned a slave, no matter what their skin color is. So if I didn't know any of my ancestors that would have owned slaves, why would it still be relevant today? Why should I still have to pay for our ancestors? Why should we currently have to apologize for things that our ancestors did hundreds of years ago? I can't, my mind does not work that way, I guess. I'm going to judge you on your character and the things you do. I mean, I don't know. Do I judge you? I might have. Oh, that's amazing, Squatch. That's amazing. And I mean, my paternal biological great grandmother immigrated here from Germany when she was like 12. It was my dad's mom. So that would be my great grandmother. Yeah. I'll have to go look back and look through all that stuff. I mean, and that was the first thing I knew about having German in me. I was always told that from one side I was part Irish, and then that my ancestors, I mean, I know that I have a lot of Native American I need to do like a genetics, DNA test or whatever. But another one of my great grandmothers on my mom's side, was, and I can't remember what tribe she was. I've got it somewhere where I did the research, but her birth certificate, and I've seen her birth certificate, literally says where you put the city and state and all where you're born. Her birth certificate literally says Indian Territory, Oklahoma. Like there wasn't even, she was born, I guess, on a reservation in their tribe, and there was no town or city name for that area of Oklahoma then, and so all her birth certificate says is Indian Territory, Oklahoma. And I've got obviously I've got some French somewhere because we come from southern Louisiana as well. I've got a lot of Cajun ancestors. So anyway, my thing is that even quote unquote Caucasian people in America aren't like just Caucasian. Isn't that what America is about and has always been about, is we're a whole melting pot of everything. So unless, like your parents immigrated here from somewhere and that's where the rest of their ancestors are from, unless you get the DNA test done, you have no idea. It's crazy. I might do that. I need to get back on my ancestry and do some more work on it. A little bit of everything. Like a Chex Mix. I like a good Chex Mix. And look, I don't discriminate, period. Well, I mean, I discriminate against stupid sometimes. I have a hard time dealing with dumb. So, I'm so glad you were here tonight. I'm so glad to see you logging on. I hope you get back to us on the other soon. And I think this is where we're going to say farewell. I will definitely be same time, same place tomorrow night, hopefully earlier tomorrow. I had to catch up on my sleep. You need to talk to Christian about Indian Territory. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I texted him earlier. He said Christian's got a ban on here, by the way, y'all, so he won't be here he doesn't even know how long. But I texted him. Well, here, I'm going to... Squatch, I just texted Christian and asked him to send you my number because I forgot to a couple weeks ago. I still want to send him something. So I think I'll probably do that this week. I'll be able to get a lot of stuff done once I finish resting myself and now that I don't have kiddos. But yeah, I'll definitely ask him about that. All right, guys. I'm going to head out and knock this shit out. I don't know. We'll see how I feel in a little bit. I might hop back on. But then again, I usually play cards with FBSI after he gets off work while I'm at my last job. And for the rest of the night, we play cards together. Does anybody want to play cards with me? By any chance? We have, hold on, let me see what the name of it is. Okay, it's called Card Party. Card Party. And I don't know how you can find me. My name's Harley on there. Let's see if I can log in over here. I think I might have to send a link. I don't remember how I logged in. Anyway, I'll figure it out. If anybody wants to ask app not to track. He said a few days. How to play, take turns, invite. Nope, I don't want to start a game. So, all right, he'll get that to you. I might see y'all back in a little bit if I decide to do anything else. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's good to be home. Now, hopefully in the next week, I can kind of get back to a bit of normalcy, or my normalcy, and go from there. Love you guys. Remember, you are enough. Bye.